Oh, so good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Great to have you. I'm probably one of the few here that's still in morning. Well, it depends if you're in the Americas. You'll Manji, you will love Blackadder. To all of you, I recommend Blackadder. It's a series by Rowan Atkinson from the 80s. There are 4 seasons. It's a comedy, but um, the English is quite complicated. It's very very British. Okay, it's wonderful to have you all here. Let's see. We're going to continue. Yeah, you have a picture and sound. That's really good. Important for thing because no picture, no sound. We're in difficulties. Let's see. We were doing this article about people deceiving themselves, people believing things that are not true. Yeah. I think what was the original title? Something like, yeah, how self-deception allows people to lie. So very often when we lie to ourselves as well. So GW, an undertaking could be a guarantee. Yeah, an undertaking. You could refer to it as a business as well. A business is also an undertaking. Okay, so here we go for the first one. We're already into it. Okay, this is in position. Yes. You might hope this kind of behavior is A, the no article. You can tell when I wrote this. Zero article. A and the relative rare phenomenon restricted to a few extreme situations. But self-deception is incredibly common and may have evolved to bring some personal benefits. So, let's see. You might hope that this kind of behavior is A, the zero article, A and the relatively rare phenomenon, restricted to a few extreme situations. But self-deception is incredibly common and may have evolved to bring some personal benefits. Hello Oksana, great to have you. So we've got A for Vitali and A for Oksana. This is brilliant. Okay, so relatively rare phenomenon. So if you look at this, the word that's important is phenomenon. Good morning, Patricia. Great to have you. You go for A as well. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I think I'm going to go. Okay, A. Yeah. The refer to the previous one. That's okay. Yes, that's fine, Vitaly. I got that. Okay, so here, a relatively rare phenomenon. Because a phenomenon, this is saying there are various different phenomena. Okay, Manji's gone for it. I'm sorry for not waiting, Manji. A, a phenomenon, one of various. We don't know which it's not a specific phenomenon. And then zero article. This is relatively rare. No, it needs an article. A, very definitely. Okay, yeah, I like the keys with the heart P. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, here it comes. It'll be with us in a second. There it goes. We lie to ourselves to protect our self-images, which allows us to act immorally while maintaining a clear conscience, consciousness, a clear moral, or a clear integrity. Okay. So we lie to ourselves to protect our self-images. Yeah, to allow us to think that we really are as wonderful as we think we are, which allows us to act immorally while maintaining a clear conscience, consciousness, moral integrity. Okay, so we've got conscience for Vitali, and we've got conscience for Oksana and for Manji as well. We'll probably get one from Patricia in a second. So let's see. Consciousness. Consciousness, this is the probably a difficult thing to define. The ability of being self-aware. Yeah? Conscience, says Patricia as well. Consciousness is understanding where you are in life, learning and things like that. A clear moral. No, a clear moral. Moral is something good or bad. Being awake, being present, so to say. And clear integrity. A clear integrity. Well, firstly, integrity is not normally countable. It's normally uncountable. While maintaining personal integrity. Yeah, but no. We're talking about a clear conscience. Conscience. A clear conscience. This is where you don't feel guilty about things. Conscience. Okay, so I've got a clear conscience. My conscience is clear. This is definitely the collocation. Yeah, so I've done nothing wrong. My conscience is clear. Yeah. Okay, so this conscious and consciousness and conscience, conscious, conscience, conscious, consciousness, conscience, the little voice in the back of your head that says you shouldn't have done that. Okay, according to the zero article A and the very latest research, self-deception may have even evolved to help us persuade others. If we start believing our own lies, it's much easier to get people to believe them too. Okay, so we're much more, if we believe what we're saying, we're much more persuasive. Okay, so we're starting to get some answers. So one of the questions I would ask here, this word research. Is research countable or uncountable? So we've got A and the for Oksana, the for Vitali, the for Patricia, the latest from GW. So is research countable or uncountable? The for Manji as well. Okay, also, yes, this word latest. Yeah, if something is latest, it's only unique. It's unique, and therefore, so research is uncountable, as Vitali said. So you can't use A. And also, latest. Latest says that something is unique. Therefore, you can't have a latest because A says one of. Yeah. And there's only one that's the latest. Good afternoon, Firdaz. Okay, the latest research, very definitely. It can only be the. According to the latest research. Yeah. According to a recent paper. Yeah? A recent paper would work, Oksana. But notice the latest, with superlatives, you can only put the, because superlative says there is only one. It's always the. So, good evening, Elliot. Okay, this research might explain uncertain, questionable, disputable, arguable behaviour in many areas of life, far beyond the headline grasping, taking, getting, grabbing scams in recent years. The before superlative. Okay, several latists. There can only be one because one is newer than the other. Yeah? Several of the latest pieces of research. There can only be one, GW. Yeah, you're stretching the grammar. Okay, so the research might explain uncertain, questionable, disputable, arguable behaviour in many areas of life, far beyond the headline grasping, taking, getting, grabbing scams in recent years. So we've got questionable and grabbing for Vitali. Firdaz goes for uncertain. Oksana says questionable and grabbing. This is going to be interesting. Let's see what the others say. Okay, so let's see. Uncertain behaviour, questionable behaviour, disputable behaviour, arguable behaviour. Firdaz goes for grabbing as well. And Patricia says questionable and grabbing. Oksana questionable and grabbing as well. Questionable for Manny. Good morning, Manny. It's probably good afternoon for you by now. So great to have you, Manny. And okay. Questionable and grabbing for Manji as well. It amazes me how good you lot are, because these are not easy questions. Okay. Uncertain behaviour means you're not certain about what you're doing. So my behaviour was uncertain because I was uncertain about what to do. Disputable behaviour. Behaviour that somebody could dispute. Doesn't make a lot of sense. And arguable behaviour, no. But questionable behaviour, very definitely. If something is questionable, then people can ask questions about the morality of it, where they can ask questions about was this good? If something's questionable, it's dodgy, it's not, you can't really trust it. Okay, and the next one, okay, headline grasping, headline taking, headline getting, headline grabbing scams. Hang. Okay, Joseph of Arimathea, I love it. Okay, so grasping, if somebody is grasping, this is that they want more, that they want more and more for themselves. They only think about money. Yeah, they're trying to get as much money as they can. Let's see, you can grasp someone's hand. Yeah, to grasp means to hold on to tightly. Yeah, grasp my hand and don't let go. Grasp has the idea of hold tight. Headline taking. I would guess headline taking, it's a bit weak. Yeah, headline getting is a bit weak as well. Whereas to grab means to move suddenly and take something. So notice with grasp, grasp has the idea of hold on tight. Whereas grabbing talks about taking something in a strong way. Okay, just masquerading as Vitali, I love it. Gripping. If something's gripping, Pete, it's very interesting. So the thriller was gripping. Yeah? To grip is like grasp, to hold on, whereas grab is a movement to take. And that's the idea. So grabbing. Okay, headline grabbing scams. Grasp a piece of information. You don't grip headlines. Well, if you don't want to let go of it, maybe. Let's grab a snack. That sounds very good. Okay, now we'll try the next one. Here, you're grasping the moment. That's good, Shaco. Very definitely. Yeah, grasp the moment, grasp the day. Heh, it's great, Shaco. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so yeah, to grasp, hold tight, to grip, to move and hold. Okay, grasp the nettle and it won't sting you. That's the idea, Firnaz. Okay, by understanding the different factors contributing to self-deception, we can try to spot when it might be rolling, pitching, wavering, swaying our own decisions, and prevent these delusions from leading us amiss, astray, afield, wrong. Funda, great to have you. Ooh, you've changed your picture. Grasping the moment, carpe diem. So, but understanding the different factors contributing to self-deception, we can try to spot when it might be rolling, pitching, wavering, swaying our own decisions, and prevent these delusions from leading us amiss, astray, afield, wrong. Okay, so we've got swaying and astray from Vitali. We've got swaying and astray from Manny. Roll and pitch are aircraft movements. And pitch and roll. Yeah. Yes, or maybe in a ship as well. To waver. That's a good word as well. Okay, when somebody's wavering, if you're wavering, you're undecided. Yeah, you're wavering. Maybe I'll do this or maybe I'll do that. You are wavering in the middle. Okay, Patricia says swaying. Sorry, Patricia says wavering and Manji says swaying. Grasping the moment. Manji goes astray. Firdaz says swaying and astray as well. Yeah? Okay, so sway and astray for GW and astray for Patricia. Okay, so if you waver, you're in the position where you're trying to make up your mind, but something sways your decision. To waver, as Vitali says, to oscillate between two different things. Yeah? Definitely not rolling and not pitching. To roll or to pitch from side to side. But to swaying somebody's decision. If you sway somebody's decision, you persuade them. Yeah? It's something that pushes somebody to decide one thing or to decide another. If you're wavering, you're sitting on the fence. Should I do this or should I do that? Whereas sway, this has the idea of persuade to it as well. Okay, and then to lead somebody astray. Yeah, to lead them to the wrong place. Okay, amiss. Something is amiss. Something is not right. Something is not correct. There's something amiss. There's something wrong. But you get led astray. You get led to the wrong place. So, yeah. If you've got, maybe you have friends who lead you astray. Afield. Further afield. So, you can't find this product in the local shop. You need to go further afield, further away, yeah, further afield. And leading somebody wrong, well, wrong is an adjective, and this is leading, so certainly it would have to be wrongly. Sway, so, there, shilly-shally, I like that, Vitali. To sway, tendency, trend. Yeah, that works as well. Okay, so to sway, we're using with this persuade meaning. Yeah, I gave him an extra discount to sway his mind. Yeah, they were swayed by the better price offered. Okay, so something sways somebody. Okay, safeguarding the ego. Any psychologist will tell you that studying self-deception scientifically is an ache, heartache, headache, toothache, bellyache. You can't simply ask someone if they're fooling themselves, since it happens below conscious awareness. As a result, the experiments are often highly intricate. Okay, Firnaz says, I will never waver, I will never falter, I will never fail. Those are good examples, Firnaz. I like it. Bear on, yes, bear on. They sway. Yeah, they definitely bear on something. Okay, yes, let's see. So we've got a headache from Oksana, from Manny, and from Vitali. This one's really quite easy. Notice all these words though with ache. Yeah, a headache, as Manji says as well. Okay, so let's see. Bellyache is when you've eaten too much or you've got a bad stomach. Toothache is when your mouth hurts. Heartache is when you're unhappy. When your girlfriend or your boyfriend leaves you, then you suffer from heartache. Yeah? And ache is an ache. Well, it could be. Let's see. Vitali says, astray, from the straight and narrow, the Bible. Okay, that works. That works, George Washington. A headache, says Patricia as well. Okay, so we use this word a headache, H-E-A-D-A-C-H-E, to mean a problem. So a headache, says Patricia, and so does Firnaz as well. Okay, so that something that's a headache is something that's a problem, something that is a difficulty. It gives us difficulties. Okay, so, I don't know, parking in the centre of the city can be a real headache. Resolving this problem is a real headache. Something that's a headache is a problem. It's difficult to do. Okay, let's begin with the research of Zoe Chance from Yale University. In an ingenious experiment from 2011, she showed that many people unconsciously employ self-deception to promote, encourage, escalate, boost their egos. So, okay, yeah, we're starting to get answers. Let me read it again. Let's begin with the research of Zoe Chance from Yale University. In an ingenious experiment from 2011, she showed that many people unconsciously employ self-deception to promote, encourage, escalate, boost their egos. A thorn in your side. Yeah, that could be a headache as well, Patricia. So we've got boost for Vitali, boost for Oksana, boost for Manji, boost for Elliot, boost for Patricia as well, and a boost for Firnaz. Okay, so let's see. If you encouraged your ego, I don't think you can encourage your ego. I think you can encourage a person to do something. You could encourage a student to study. A pain in the arse, very definitely. Yeah, okay, and Manji goes for boost as well. So it's not encourage their ego. If you promote your ego, I think this is telling everyone how fantastic your ego is. To promote, to advertise. And then to escalate. So to escalate in importance, to escalate in seriousness. Okay, so yeah, events can escalate. Maybe two people have an argument and this escalates to physical fighting. Rear end, says Vitali. Yes, in the rear end. Do I agree with this article? I think I probably do, Fernandez. I think people do lie to themselves, and I think they believe it as well. I think it's a problem, huh, but it happens. Okay. So Manny says aggravate. Normally to aggravate means to make something worse. You aggravate a bad situation, Manny. Yeah? You don't normally aggravate is not used with the idea of making something better. Flatter someone's ego. That works quite nicely, yeah. The lies that they tell flatter their ego. Yeah, yeah. If you flatter your ego, you feel good about it. I think that's probably true, that the people believe their lies because this is a good way to flatter their own egos. Okay, one group of participants were asked to take an IQ test with a list of answers printed at the bottom of the page. As you might expect, these people performed considerably better than a sample, control, focus, specimen group who did not have the answer key. Okay, so we've got, let me read it again. One group of participants were asked to take an IQ test with a list of the answers printed at the bottom of the page. As you might expect, these people performed considerably better than a sample, control, focus, specimen group who did not have the answer key. And notice they're doing research here and they're doing statistics. So the name of the group is very specific. So we've got focus for Vitali, we've got control for Oksana, we've got control for George Washington, control for Patricia, sample for Fernaz, control for Manji. Okay, this is normally a baseline. Control group for Funda as well, and focus group says Mani. Okay, okay. If you want to find if there is any change in something, you very definitely need a control group. Control group is an untouched group to compare with. That's it, GW. That's the idea. A sample group. It could be a sample group, but in this we need a control group. A focus group. A focus group's a group that you focus on. A specimen group. A sample group. But no, a control group. This is a group that you don't do anything to. For example, if you want to test that if a medicine is effective or not, you give half of the patients the medicine, and you give half of the patients a pill that looks the same but is actually sugar, and that the people with the sugar pill are the control group. Yeah, the control group. Yeah, experimental and control group, very definitely is a control group, the group you don't do anything to, so that you have a baseline, you have something to measure things against, to show if there's been any change or if things are exactly the same. I would probably say that I would say the test group and the control group. Yeah, Oksana. So they did not seem to recognize how much they had relied on the scam sheet, cheat sheet, deceit sheet, dodge sheet. However, since they predicted that they would do equally well on a second test, featuring another 100 questions without the answer key. So normally I, as a Brit, call this a crib sheet. Yeah, but you can use this word as well. So, we've got cheat sheet for Manny, for Oksana, for Vitali. Okay, we usually experiment sample groups. Cheat sheet for Manji. Cheat sheet for Elliot. Good afternoon, Om. Great to have you. Okay, so a cheat sheet. This is the little thing that you write when you have a test at school, and you hide and you look at it because it gives you the answers. So Fernandez goes for the cheat sheet as well. I quite like this deceit sheet because it rhymed. Yeah, it must be a rhyme. Cheat sheet. Yeah, a cheat sheet, very definitely. Well, deceit is trickery. A dodge, to dodge is to avoid. So I guess a dodge sheet, you dodge doing the hard work. Cheat sheet for Funda as well. A scam sheet. Well, a scam. Yeah, a scam's normally something where you take somebody's money. Yeah, you trick people out of their money. So very definitely a cheat sheet. Very, very definitely. Okay, thank you for that, Fernaz. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop here, but thank you for coming. It's been great to have you. Let's see. On Thursday, I will be doing another live stream, but that one's going to be with sentence transformation. So it'll be the grammar class for this week. A kick out of school sheet, possibly. I love it. Bargalka sheet. So thank you for coming, Vitali. Thank you, Funda. Thank you, GW. Thank you, Oksana. Thank you, Fernandez. Thank you, Funda. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Om. Thank you, Manji. Thank you, Manny. Thank you, Elliot, as well. Okay, it's been lovely to have you. I really like my video on semicolons. Yeah, but I haven't done all of the punctuation sheets there. Let's see. Type in I Swear English punctuation, and there are 5 or 6 videos. So it's been wonderful to see you, and I will see you all soon. So